Hi there. In this lesson, you are going to learn about relations and functions. In this section, you are going to learn about the Cartesian product of sets. So let's begin. Cartesian product. In order to explain the Cartesian product, what I'm going to do, I'm going to consider an example first. So here is my example. Rita and Maya each win 2 tickets to go to World Cup cricket final game. They plan to select 2 out of 3 of their friends to accompany them to the game. Create a set and find the different possible combination pair for their selection. In order to solve this problem, what we need to do, we need to first write the information that is given in the problem. So the information given is that we have 2 people, Rita and Maya. They have 2 tickets. So basically each of these ladies have 1 extra ticket. So they need to choose who they want to take with them to attend the World Cup final game out of these 3 friends, Abraham, Sunil and Johnny. So we can write set A is Rita and Maya and my set B is Abraham, Sunil and Johnny. So basically, what we are going to do, we are going to create a different possible combination pair for their selection so that they know what are the possibilities that they can choose. So in order to do that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to consider my set A first and I will represent my set A along this arrow. And as you can see, I have 2 elements on my set A, which is Rita and Maya. So I will write Rita and Maya over here. In the same way, I'm going to write my set B over here and I will write all my elements of set B, which is basically Abraham, Sunil and Johnny along this arrow, which is here. Now, in order to write the different possible combination pairs, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a table and the table will look like this, where you can see Rita has a possibility to select any of these 3 people. In the same way, Maya can also select any of these 3 people. But we need to remember that if Rita chooses somebody to go with her for the game, then that person is not available for Maya. So let's first talk about Rita. So Rita can take Abraham. So my first ordered pair will be Rita and Abraham. Rita can select Sunil to go with her. So my second ordered pair is Rita and Sunil. And then the third ordered pair will be Rita and Johnny, which is over here. So when Rita is done selecting the people that can go with her, it's now turn for Maya to do the selection. So Maya cannot choose Abraham at the first place because Rita is going with Abraham. So the next possible opening is Sunil. So the first ordered pair for Maya should be Maya and Sunil. In the same way, the second possibility can be Maya and Johnny. And the third possibility is, or the ordered pair is, Maya and Abraham. Because if somebody is going with Rita, that person will not be available for Maya because one person can go at a time. So as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 different possible combinations for 2 people, which is basically Rita and Maya, because the number of ordered pairs are 6. So the total number of possible combination pairs for these 2 people are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the one way we can do that. So basically, we can count the number of ordered pair and that will be our output. Or I can also find the number of outcome for these 2 ladies by multiplying the element of set A and B. So A cross B is basically 2 times 3, because the number of element in set A is 1, 2, which is 2, and the number of element in set B is 1, 2, 3, which is over here. So 2 times 3 is 6. So basically A Cartesian product B is equal to 6. And as you can see, counting the number of ordered pairs are same as doing the Cartesian product of 2 sets, and both are equal to 6. Now let's talk about the definition of the Cartesian product. So let us consider 2 non-empty sets A and B. The Cartesian product A cross B is the set of all ordered pairs of the elements of A and B. In order to explain this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to consider a mathematical term. So I will write A Cartesian product B is equal to, inside the bracket, ordered pair AB, such as A belong to A and B belong to set B, where A is our first element, which is basically known as domain, and B is our second element, which is known as range. So basically, if we do the Cartesian product of two sets, first element is always be the domain and the second element will always be the range. Let's consider some properties that we need to remember for the Cartesian product. So the first point we need to remember that two ordered pairs are equal if and only if both the elements of one pair is equal to the corresponding element of the other pair. Which simply means that if two ordered pairs are equal, then the first element of first ordered pair should be equal to the first element of second ordered pair, and the second element of first ordered pair should be equal to the second element of second ordered pair, which simply means that corresponding elements of both the two ordered pair are equal. Let's talk about point 2. If the number of elements in A is A and B is B, then the number of elements in A Cartesian product B is AB. So basically what we are doing, we are multiplying the total number of elements in first set times the total number of elements in the second set. And whatever will we get, that will be the total number of elements for the Cartesian product A cross B. So we can write A cross B is equal to A times B. Let's talk about point 3. If one or both the sets have infinite elements, then A cross B also has infinite elements. So if one set has infinite number of elements, then the Cartesian product of two sets will also be infinite number of elements. Now let's talk about the last point, which is point 4. Ordered triplet is defined as A Cartesian product A Cartesian product A is equal to, inside the bracket, ordered pair A, B, C says that A, B, C belongs to set A. And this is basically ordered triplet.